Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at BIDU, Google, Facebook, and MasterCard. We did some scalp trades today or intraday day trades on these, and I just want to share them with you at this point. So let's look at the intraday 10-minute on BIDU. So as this one was going up, we were looking at the 185 even number. I don't know if you can see it on this one here. Well, let's look at the daily. Come on, BIDU. So as this one was going up, you know, you were coming into some really good resistance here with this overhead, and then as well as a retrace from here. Let's see here, it was a 50% retrace as well. So you had the even number, you had 50% retrace, and you had this part where it was starting to break down, and then plus we were getting a little bit stretched over this moving sloping trend line. So that's when we took the trade right there at that 185, the pierce of the 185 even number. The high of the day was 185.20. We took the trade right at 185.04. Let's go back into the 10-minute. So right up in here, right when it pierced it, we took it, 185.04. We covered half when it came down here at 184.11, and we covered half of the half at 183.37, and then we covered the quarter position at the end at 182.50. So we started covering right when it started getting into this area here. You know, when it was falling, it was like, you know what, I'm done. And look at that, it still went to almost, did it go to 180? 180, and came back in, bounced, chopped around. But that's where we took. When these things blast off, it runs into an even number, 5-0 retrace, spot where it breaks down. That's a pretty good scalp trade right there. And plus you have this trend line as well. That was the trend line coming from all the high pivots. But that was our first trade of the day. Took that one as well as Google too. Now Google, that was oh man, that was just an epic fade there. So we took that trade at 835.85, pulled back. We took a quick couple bucks out of it, sold half or covered half at 832.91, bounced back up. So we re-shorted it at 835.89, 4 cents above the first short. So now we're back in. The half that we sold, we added back in, but then we added additional at 837.74, and that's when it was pushing up right here where it was like, all right, you know what? This thing's coming up into double top. If you look at the daily, double top right here from the last high, so I had a nice retrace. All right, so I'm going to use that as a stop out. So if it gets above that or maybe the 840 and starts really going, then we're just going to stop out. Never did. What an epic fade today. A couple of the guys got this trade. I do this one on StockTwits. All these trades I'm showing you right now, I did all these 4 on StockTwits today, and they all worked out great. So the last time we added at 837.74, we covered half then at 830.60, and then we covered the last half at 826.38. So we covered everything as it was hitting the 200 moving average here. I would expect a bounce and maybe going up. It never did, and it kept going. It actually went right down, almost filled the gap, but at the end of the day, we actually filled the gap. So again, when it was coming into support, we took off the rest of it here and said thank you very much. But that was a great trade. There's a couple guys that got in there, bought some puts, made some killer money on that one. All right, let's get into Facebook. This one was a little more painful. But when the SPY started selling, I was posting stuff. If the SPY sells, we'll be in business. And boom, the SPY started selling, and this was lights out. So we took Facebook. We were adding as it was going up. So as this thing was going up, we were adding at the even number of 132.07. That's the first place. And if you look at this high pivot here, right at 138.70 or 131.78, I figure, all right, if this thing gets up here, gets up into this little consolidation here, you're going to have more resistance there. We're going to pop in a trade there and start adding from the 132 area. So we added, look at that, it actually pulled back, and then it started taking off again. So as it was going up, we started adding at 132.19, which was these high pivots in here. And then the last half, last one we added at 132.72, which was coming in here. You had the gap fill here, and then it was starting to go after this one. Let's go back a little bit more. You had this little pivot there at 170, and then you started having some stuff in here as it was consolidating, pulled back, come down. So you started having more resistance there, and then of course the even number at 130, 133 that is. So our average position was 132.32. and then boom, the sell was on. You know, I didn't know this was coming out, but look, as soon as the SPY started dumping, it started coming in. We sold half at 131.50. We sold the last half at 131.32. It was a dollar trade. You know, on the second half, we got a buck. I'll take that out all day long, guys. You know what? Maybe some people bought puts in this. That would have worked out well too. Actually, the puts would have been a little bit harsh because it moved up a little bit on us. But you know, it was just floating up as the SPY was doing nothing. Everything was just kind of floating up. You know, typical stuff, guys. Let's go to the SPY 10-minute. So as the SPY was doing nothing, the volume disappeared, and then look at Facebook just go. All of a sudden, Facebook catches a bid and just starts going up. You know, market makers are getting people to chase, get people in. Then it stopped up here, almost at the even number, consolidated, and then boom, the news on Hillary came and lights out. So we made money on that one. This one I would have held into next week, maybe Monday, Tuesday. I think earnings are coming up, but yeah, that was a great trade. Just get the heck out, take the money, and run. That one was posted on StockTwits as well. And then the last one was MA, and this one was off earnings. This one was just a bear. We took the trade at 107.55. There's really nothing up here at this point, just at even number. So when it came back and retraced, we shot back up. I took it at the even number of 107.50, chopped around, came back in, chopped around, came back in, chopped around. And actually, even on the news with Hillary, it really didn't do anything till the end of the day. But we did cover everything at the end of the day at 107.05. So we made 50 cents on this one. Not a big deal. I mean, it did go down a little bit further at the end of the day, but I figured the even number it could hold. Pulled back 50 cents on a trade. Nice share size in this one. Why the heck not? And the other reason why too, this one's getting pretty extended on the monthly. Not on the month. I mean, not on the monthly. The weekly a little bit more. I think yeah, it was the daily. That's what I wanted to look at. On the daily, I mean, you get this nice pop up. You start hitting the 107, 108 even numbers. So right in between there, you start shorting this thing at even numbers. And that's we got 50 cents out of this today. All right, guys, come follow me on StockTwits. That's where I do a lot of my trading. I have stuff on Twitter. I make videos every night. We do live sessions. We're going to try to come on at noon, New York time. Live session on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel. Join the fun. Bring a symbol. Let's try to find out where these stocks are going. We did have some other great trades. Look at this setup here. I was telling everybody. ACIA, look at that. Nice head and shoulder pattern falling apart. Alta, we shared that one too. Telling everyone short it here, 266.32, and look at that epic fall. That was just epic. Another one, Twilio, we were short that one. And that's, gosh, we were short off this topping tail. Look at that. Still going down. I don't even know. I mean, I'm thinking 30 bucks maybe, 27, 29 in that area. We'll see. If the market's dump, it will probably get there, guys. We were short this one too. Oh, I don't even know what this stock does. Stretch chart. Look at this thing falling, guys. Monthly chart, stretch job. Boom. We were short and short and short and then came right back in. Look at that. And then we probably got maybe another 3-4 bucks to go. Then you'll start getting some support. But that's what we do here at StockBookie.com. We follow the technicals. We try to get good trades out there and try to make money, guys. But like I said, come join us in the live session. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let's make some money, guys. All right, that's going to be it for tonight. It's Friday. Going to go home, relax a little bit, maybe order a pizza, watch the World Series, and enjoy the night. But again, guys, thanks for coming to my live sessions. Thanks for watching my videos. Follow me, like I said, on StockTwits, Twitter, YouTube. And let's start making some money, guys. Bring your symbol too. Let's look at the charts and try to figure out which way these stocks are going. All right, guys. Thanks for watching my videos. God bless. See you on the charts.